What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Got week 6 NFL predictions coming at you, and I am doing incredible. I believe I'm like 62-18. Yeah, that's kind of absolutely insane. But let's just get right into it. Starting in the AFC, we got the Broncos heading to KC. Yeah, this game already happened. But when I saw it, I was like, I didn't pay much thought to it. I was like, okay, this game is happening. I didn't even think about who was going to win. Because if I did, I probably would have actually thought about it, and I just thought that the Chiefs were going to win, and the Chiefs won. Good game at the end, though, so, yeah. Now, for our next London game, we got the Ravens and the Titans. Oh, this is a weird one. You know, the Titans, they have been win-loss pretty much the whole season, and last week, they lost. And the Ravens have just been straight up inconsistent. They've looked incredible at times. Zay Flowers and Justice Hill and the other running back have been looking incredible. Yeah, I don't know. That playoff game a couple of years back is some revenge, but it's not even in either of their stadiums. It's in the United Kingdom. So, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what I've got thinking. I think the Titans are going to win. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I'm thinking it, and yeah. Now, moving on to the team that played in London last week, the Jaguars hosting the Colts. This is interesting. The Jaguars have had some major momentum, just beating the Bills 2 straight games in London. And the Colts, Anthony Richardson, come on, man. Come on, man. You got Jonathan Taylor back, so that's good. Yeah, I think the Jaguars' momentum is just too good here, and I think Jags taking this dub. And next up, we got the New England Patriots heading to Las Vegas. Last year, this was certainly a game, but I don't know. The Patriots have just had a disgustingly terrible offense. Meanwhile, the defense has been looking like a Bill Belichick defense. And I don't know. And then the Raiders, they're the Raiders, so yeah, that happened. But it's I don't know, man. This one's tough, and I think just because Bill Belichick is probably the greatest head coach of all time, and he just has one of his little pupils there in Las Vegas, and Josh McDaniels, I think, yeah. I don't know. I like the Patriots this game, and it's not like the Patriots are going to lose out just because of their offense. Defense wins championships, and they also win games too, so I think that they're at least going to get a couple dubs along the way, and I think this is going to be one of them. And next up, we got the Dolphins winning. Yeah, the Panthers, they stink. They're absolutely garbage, and that's not going to be changing anytime soon, and I don't know how the Dolphins could lose this one, so yeah. Now, the Seattle Sea Dogs and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is going to be a weird one. Bengals are... Yeah, I don't know what's happening in Cincinnati or Cincinnati or whatever the heck that place is called. And then the Sea Dogs, yeah, they've also been fairly odd, but they've been winning enough games, I guess. And I don't know, I just like the Seahawks here. The Bengals are just bad without Joe Burrow, and if they're going to keep playing him while injured, it's just going to continue to be a problem, even if they win smaller games. I don't know, man. Seahawks, I just got a feeling about them this week. Now the Niners, the dominant 49ers, and the Browns, who have had a top 5 defense, I'm pretty sure. Probably. That defense is incredible. And it's going to be a fun game to watch, not on the Browns' offensive side. But it is going to be fun to watch for the Niners' offense to go against the Browns' defense. And I think it could be a decent game, but 49ers, I think, should get the dub here. Now, the Saints and the Texans. These have been pretty fun teams so far. C.J. Stroud might, if he doesn't throw an interception this game, he is probably going to beat Aaron Rodgers for the most passes thrown without an interception, which is insane because he hasn't thrown an interception yet in his career. And he's just looking like an incredible quarterback. And the Saints... They've been having some fun at some points and times. I mean, Rashid Shaheed, he's been looking real fun. Derek Carr, he's been having fun down there in Nolans. And this is going to be a fun game, but I think it's in Houston. And both teams are going to be 3-3 after this if the Texans win. And I think the Texans are going to win. I got the Philadelphia Eagles versus Zach Wilson and Sauce Gardner in New Jersey Jets. And the Eagles' offense is going to continue to be more and more dominant as time goes on, and if Sauce can cover the entire field, which I don't think he can, I think the Eagles are going to have a field day on offense, especially with DeAndre Swift and Jason Kelce on that offensive line. And then they could just throw it deep to A.J. Brown as long as he's not being covered by Sauce. And then if you don't have that, throw it to Dallas or to Devontae Smith or Olamide Zaccheaus. He's been looking good. So I think this is going to be fun. And also, Zach Wilson, he's going to be so overwhelmed by the pressure that the Eagles are going to bring that it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be looking like old Zach Wilson there. He's been looking pretty good recently, but it's going to look like some old Zach Wilson, and Eagles, I think, should get the dub. Continue to dominate. Now we got the Giants and the Bills, former Super Bowl matchup. Damn, Giants had to win. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a game. Yeah. Okay, it's the Bills. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's complete opposite sides of the spectrum. The Bills did lose to the Jaguars though, but they are still a top 5 team. And the Giants are probably a -5 team, if you know what I'm saying, which you probably don't. Now, we got a very, very weird one, and either team could win. Either team is so weird that either team could win. And, yeah, I don't really know what to think about this one. Cowboys are probably going to win, but with how bad Dak has been looking, and how good the Chargers defense at least should be, it could be a good game, but I think the Cowboys defense should pretty much not shut down Justin Herbert, because Justin Herbert is incredible, probably the most accurate quarterback in the league right now. I wouldn't be surprised. And I think it should be a fun game, but it's Chargers-Cowboys, so it probably won't be, and Cowboys probably just going to get the dub. Now, moving on to the NFC, we got the Falcons and the Commanders. The Taylor Heineke Bowl, if he plays, which I don't think he will, unless if Desmond Ridder is absolute dog poop, or if he gets hurt, which honestly, either case scenario would probably be pretty good for Falcons fans, because Taylor Heineke looked good in Washington, and Desmond Ridder is absolute hot garbage. So yeah, I think it should be a Falcons W. Bijan, a couple more highlight reel plays for him, and Commanders not looking good. They really aren't, but yeah, who knows, man? It's the National Football League. Now, Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Detroit Kitty Goes Meow Lions. Lions are so dominant. They've only lost one game, which sounds so weird to say. It just sounds wrong. But Lions have been looking incredible. I'm pretty sure they're like 4-1. That's crazy. But they are. They deserve it. And they should beat up on the Buccaneers, I would think. Unless maybe not, and Baker Mayfield is Baker Mayfield when he wants to be Baker Mayfield. So, yeah, I don't know what I just said, but Lions should probably win. Ooh, this should be an interesting one. Either it's going to be a terrible game or a very, very good game. Because Kirk Cousins is looking very, very good. Second most passing yards in the NFL. And Justin Fields has been looking a lot better in the last few weeks, or at least last week. Last few weeks, I guess. DJ Moore looking incredible. And Justin Jefferson, he's out for a few games. And that sucks. That really sucks for everyone. And I don't know. The Bears, I just don't think they're good enough to win this game. But I think they can win this game. The Vikings have been looking terrible. And, you know what? I'm going to pick the Bears. Because the Vikings have lost every single one-possession game this year. And the Bears they've been on the rise recently. And I don't think the Vikings are good enough, especially without Justin Jefferson, to go up 2 scores on a team. Well, oh man, this is tough. This is really tough. It just depends. It really depends. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go with the Vikings, because that's the pick I originally had, and I'll just stick with my gut, I guess. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bears win. Now, the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Very interesting game. Both teams have been a huge surprise so far this year. Puka Nacua looking incredible. Second best wide receiver in the league based off of yards. Probably best rookie wide receiver ever so far, which is kind of absolutely insane. And then Cardinals with Joshua Dobbs. they've been surprising. They should be absolute hot garbage, but they have been decent at times. I think it should be very interesting, but I got the Rams here. It's in Los Angeles, and Rams, I think, are just the better team overall, and yeah, Rams should get the dub. Now the teams on bye, we got the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Super Bowl matchup here, if only they played, which they don't. They're on bye, and it's, yeah, probably sucks for both of them to have such an early bye. They could probably use this in a couple more weeks. But a bye's a bye, and I guess you take it with stride. That almost rhymed, but thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week, next time, whenever you want to see me again. Maybe right now. See you next time. See you.